Good morning to you all. Guy Watson here, Bognor Regis Bonsai. Today's Saturday the 9th of April. Coming up next Thursday, which is I think the 14th, we have a bonsai club competition again, and this time it's forest or group or landscape plantings. So I'll be looking around what I've got. Once again, one of the forests I have, or group plantings, is this Turkish hazel group. Once again, I do want to wait for a bit of ramification to occur on that. Now, I actually bought this group from a person at the club, and one of the rules we now have in the club is trees bought from other people really shouldn't be put into a competition or displayed that way until you have worked significantly on them yourself. Basically, it's to say that the tree is your work and not the person you bought it from, which I think is a good idea. But I need to work on ramification on that, but that's starting to look quite a nice little forest. I do like the look of that coming up, the Turkish hazel. Right, well, let me show you another couple of forests and see where we can go. Well, here we have a Sorbaria forest. It's only in a plastic training pot at the moment. We have a dead tree down here, so that would need to be replaced. I do actually have a replacement down there. But I'm not too sure about that one. I mean, I like the branches, the colour of the leaves. But I think we'll wait and see. I think I've got an option that might be better than that. Anyway, we'll have a look. Okay, well here we have one that I think I might well take. It's a Sycamore Group planting. In a training pot, obviously it's going to have to be repotted. But what I have noticed around the back here, we have a dead tree here, and also we have one that's been ring barked down here, I believe by some form of mice and things like that. So we need to replace two sycamores, which I do actually have because I live next to a place called Hotten Park, and the sycamore leaves, seeds just blow across quite nicely. Anyway, today's, as I say, the Saturday. We're going down to a temperature of 1 degree tonight, so I might actually do this tomorrow when it's going to be a reasonably sunny day and the temperature's only going down to 7 degrees at night. So I think that's a job for tomorrow. So I'll put the camera down now and we'll get the trees out again tomorrow and work on them. See you tomorrow. Well, good morning to you. It's the following day now, Sunday the 10th of April. Last night we did go down to just below 1 degree centigrade. So I'm glad I didn't do this yesterday. So today, I look at this forest in preparation for Thursday at the club. Here's one dead tree, there's another dead tree. I've got two here that I'm planning to replace those trees with. So that'll be today. And also, that's the back of it, here's the front. What I'm thinking of doing when I put it into a larger pot is to possibly put these three or these four on a slightly higher level than this lot. So we'll see how that looks. Right, let me go and get the other pots and then we'll start getting it out. Right, well that's just sitting in the new pots there. Slightly deeper, but it should be okay. Go well for the deciduous tree. I did a silly thing while I was bringing that along, getting it ready for doing. I knocked the top off the new sycamore I was going to put in. Fortunately, I do have another one and it's small enough to go in the back, so that's fine. Thank heavens I live next to a local park and they just blow across. Right. Let's see about getting it out. Take it off the turntable. That feels as though it's coming loose. There we go. Lovely. Right. Now then, let's zoom into these two trees I've got to get out, and then we'll carry on. Okay, here we are. Right. Sorry if I'm straining a bit and moving around. I'm in the process of having a left hip replaced. So hopefully that'll be coming up soon. To be honest, I don't know when this planting was dealt with last. Right, that's one dead one out. Here's the other one over here. Actually, a root hook might be better just to get in there. I think this forest has been put together for about 2.5 years. Oh, and there's the other one that's dead. I'll say that one was definitely ring-barked by the mice. So that's an obvious reason why that one died. This one, I'm not so sure about because the roots look to be quite good, but it just didn't want to survive. Right, recycle them. And what we'll do now, we'll see about getting rid of some of the topsoil. And then we'll try and fit it into the new pot and put the new trees in. Thinking about where I'm going to, around here, we want to have it raised up. So I need to make a slight gap where it's going to bend. It was through here, wasn't it? It's not going to be so easy to get this lifted up. Actually, I'm tempted to put these 5. No, there's too much lifted up. I'll try and make it the 4 on top of the little knoll. It isn't going to be easy at all, this. I don't really want to take all the trees out. Actually, what I could do is split it where I want to. That's the back. I'm now starting going at the wrong side. Over here I want to be raised up. This side. Oh, what a plank. Let's try over there. If I was to split those, that might be the best bet. Split these off, then plant them in 2 sections, but raise this one up. Right, what I must do, I must go and get my root scissors, because I've got to cut through some roots. Okay, I've got my scissors. This is definitely the right side. What we're doing, we're looking at splitting these. Oh, 5, too many's come. Right, we can sort that one out later. Actually, if it wants to come out, we'll let it come. Right, what we might do then, plant that on the top up here, and that one on a lower level. I think that'll look quite nice. I'll get the pot and see how it looks. Let me just clean up this mess a bit, then I'll be back. Okay, right, so what we'll do then, what I will do is get these few trees out. Should have done that earlier. Forward planning, see, always lacking in the bonsai world. At least it is in mine. Might be a bit too late to ideally do this repotting, but I think we'll get away with it. Right, there's one tree. And the one I didn't lock the leaves off. There's the other one. So we should be able to get those fitting in nicely. Right. Let's pile up some soil around the side. Oh, better make sure I look for the front of the pot. That side I think is the better side, because that side we have slight mark up here, looks level on the feet. That looks level. Right, we'll go for that side. Right. Layer of soil in the bottom. Then we'll pile up around the side. I want it to be raised up a bit. I could go a bit higher. Which is not that much difference in height, but there is a difference. Slight difference. What I can do later is scoop some soil off the sides. Right, let's turn it around and get these new trees in. Let me have a look. I think that one could slip in there. That'll be... This is the back, so this will be on the top of the hill. Right, and the other one we'll put in down here. Oh, it's a bit of a taproot on that one. Let's have that one off. And a bit of a closer inspection of this root. Right, there we go. The root is coming all around. Chop that one off. Right, and that can go in there. It's just a matter of filling in the dirt and sorting out that level at the top over there. I think it does look slightly higher. Well, this hasn't come out too badly all in all. More in the middle for the transition from higher to lower. Oh, typical. And we just want to scrape some soil off here because I'm proud of the pot. Cut off a couple of surface roots. I will, of course, yet again, because the club competition on Thursday is for group or landscape plantings, be taking some stills of the trees that are there. I will put a rock or something on that to hold it, and that will not look out of place there. Right, let me just get a rock. I'll be back. Well, okay. Well, there's the forest put together. Let's give you a quick 360. It's a bit flatter at the front than the back, as you will see. But I think you could just see a slight mound up there, which I think adds a bit of realism to it. Round to the left. It's fuller at the back here. There is the back, little twin trunk there. The other edge, right hand edge. And then back to the front. A little rock there, which I think does actually accentuate the change in levels. Right, I'll water that, and that's all ready for Thursday. So I'm going to do a bit of cutting on a pine now, and thank you very much. Okay, well here's the Pinus Glauca Compacta that I actually repotted at the club workshop a month ago. And it was suggested that I leave this branch for a month, which is now, before cutting it off, because it will bleed. And as we can see, I have had bleeding from other things down here. All these white marks down here come from the top. So I'll see if it's right, but now is the time to cut off this other branch. So here we go with it. Well, it's off. Let's try and tidy it up. And how do you think it looks without that branch coming out the front? So I haven't seen it yet. Bright sunshine here today. Probably seen my glasses have gone bright brown. Right, I think that looks a bit better. And one thing I will do, I'll seal that. And, oh, another thing I've got to do, I'll come back and do that now. See you in a second. Okay, one thing I forgot to mention in any video that I've done recently. A month ago, this was root prunes, well, actually cut out of a flower pot. Got cut out, but repotted from a flower pot. Roots were cut. And I know that Nigel Saunders fertilises immediately with a very, very weak solution and continues doing it that way. Because I only use fertiliser baskets filled with a solid fertiliser, I believe that you have to wait a month from using these sort of things after repotting before you start fertilising it. This is to give any roots that have started growing from the pruning points a chance to harden off, and they won't be burnt by fertiliser and you won't kill them off. So it's been a month, so let's put on these baskets. I'll do this to a few other trees that I repotted at the same time. There's my emerald lace, there's my unimis burning bush. Right, well that's the fertiliser done for them. Now we'll just seal this, which I'm actually going to use a PVA adhesive. This is a large cut and it's quite cheap, comes from the pound shop. And I can't actually see any dripping from that, so of the sap, so it's not bleeding. So Colette from Southampton Bonsai was spot on when she said leave it a month and it'll be fine. Very clever girl and very knowledgeable girl, that one. Colette Harrison from Southampton Bonsai. Right, okay, well that wraps that up wraps that up. And what I'll do on Thursday, I'll take some stills of the forests and I'll post this probably on the Friday. Okay, thank you very much. Cheerio for now. Just one final look. Now I've got it on a slate stand because all trees have to be displayed on a stand. Put a bit of moss around it, a few rocks and a stag in there. So we can say it's now officially a landscape planting. Right, and with any luck, oops, sorry, trouble standing up. Hopefully this one will be out in bloom for Thursday, well, out in leaf. So, it hasn't come out too badly all in all. Right, I'll talk to you after Thursday and I'll post this on the Friday. Cheerio for now.